Hi everyone, welcome. It's Thursday Live. My name's Tracy Thursday. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Central Victoria, Australia, and I'm happy to be here with you today. I've got two really great projects that we're working with today, and with Valentine's Day super close, I've got two projects for you that are going to you're going to want to create. And you know, even if you don't do Valentine's Day, you could change these up for another project. So there's plenty on offering today. So as you pop on, please pop on and say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you've been up to, because that's always fun to see what you guys have all been doing. I'm just going to try and grab my video up. Okay. How hot is today? If anyone's around my area in the middle of Victoria, it is so hot. The humidity is terrible, and yeah, I want winter to come back. Hi Rachel, how are you? So we've had yesterday and the day before we had well, yesterday we had storms, big storms. If you follow me on social media, you've probably seen them. We also lost power. And we also lost power the day before, so it's been crazy weather, but it's so hot today. It's like very, very humid, a lot of water around, so the humidity is just awful. Hi Heather, how are you? Hi Marion. Yes, muggy, absolutely. And I don't like muggy. It's like as though we're either up in Queensland again or we're in the Northern Territory again. That's what it feels like, and you know, I hate it. I hate it. And the other thing is too, is I've had a few Stampin' Up envelopes on my desk that were brand new, and they've sealed up with all the humidity. So anyway, hi Maya, I hope that's how you say your name, from the Netherlands. Welcome, so happy to have you here. I'm glad that you found me. Okay, so what's everyone else been up to, other than I'm complaining about losing power and the heat? Hi Beverly, welcome. I'm glad you could come and join me. Must be very late over there, so it's nice that you've stayed up to watch me. What else have we been doing? I don't think there's a real lot that we've been doing. I'm trying to catch up on some of my projects. I feel like I'm super behind on everything, and everything's last minute, which is not how I usually do things. It's not how I like to do things, and it's stressful. So I'm trying to get a little bit ahead. Oh, you're excited to catch me live. I'm excited to have you here. It's nice that you can be here. What else? I'm just trying to think. I've got really not much prepared for. I like to work a month in ahead, and I don't have much prepared for next month at all. So that's just the way it comes. Hi Shirley from Canada. You did a FaceTime with your sister tonight, and she's in New South Wales. Well, I'm glad that you've been able to join us as well. Thank you for joining. And I just missed that other comment, so. Marion says, same boat as crafting with new items. And I think that might be why I'm so behind, because we've had to really wait for all those products to come in, especially Sale A Bration and the mini catalogue. Everything was so hard to get our hands on, and we've only just been able to get it, but it's made me really late. Hi Cindy from Texas. Welcome. I've got a lot of people from a lot of different places on tonight. I'm so happy to have you all here. Thank you so much for joining in. Okay, because I've got a lot of people on and they're staying up late, we might get straight into it, but please chat in. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you've been up to, or if you're doing something exciting this weekend. I don't think we're doing anything exciting. I think I've got a few craft things that I've got to do. It's exciting for me, probably not so exciting for you, but yeah, I've got lots of craft stuff to do this weekend. So I'm going to pop the camera down and we'll get started. I've got a lot to show you today, and we're crafting with two different projects using the Sweet Talk suite, which I absolutely love. Perfect for Valentine's, perfect for love cards, and you know, your weddings, your everything. Anyway, let's pop the camera down. Hope that didn't make anyone sick. Okay. Beverly went shopping with bike equipment with your grandson. Oh, that's nice. Did you get a bike or was it just the equipment? Helmet and stuff. Alrighty, so I have actually received 2 rack cards this week. And one was hand delivered, which is always great when you get a hand delivered one. But let me show you this other one. This one first is actually a birthday card, and it's come from Mary Bauer in Wisconsin. So super cute. I think I still have this stamp set. It was one of the ones when I first started, and I love it. It's such a pretty stamps, and the gorgeous embossing in the outside. And she's made it with Very Vanilla, which is one that I don't use too often. I tend to go to Basic White, but this is really pretty with the Very Vanilla. So thank you so much, Mary. It's so lovely. Hi Deborah, how are you? Beverly says he got a bike for Christmas, so he bought other goodies. Oh, fantastic. Well, that's nice that you're getting all the accessories as well. And this one I actually got from Marion. So isn't this awesome? Using that beautiful bundle in the mini catalogue. I actually haven't played with it yet, so but she's done an amazing job. Oh, thank you so much, Cindy. I really appreciate that. Oh, no, I was looking at comments and trying to push this around. It does actually go round. There we go. Oop. Oops. It does go round anyway. Beautiful, and I love it. Sits up, gorgeous colors, and great card. So thank you so much, Marion. That was awesome. All right, so Tracy's Sunday Challenge. If you're new here, and I have a few new people on, I also have people who watch me from other countries, so you might not know my Sunday Challenge. Each week there is a different challenge, and we create different projects. And this week, it's been going since Sunday, is a tic-tac-toe challenge, which my ladies absolutely love these ones because it's something a little bit different. So you can choose 3 items. It doesn't matter what way. Well, this is not good. Are you there still? I think I'm there. I'm frozen. Have I come back? I'm good. Marion says yes. All right, thank you. I have no idea what happened. It just, my screen went blank. Anyway, you can choose any of these, which I really love. I'm so excited to see what everyone creates with. I went with everything because, you know, we have to do something really special on the Sunday. And this is the card that I created. It's using the Party Puffins stamp sets in the annual catalogue. Love that stamp set. Great for birthdays. Opens up. And it's a pop-up card. And it's actually really quite simple once you know where your mechanisms go. But awesome. So this one is here on my YouTube channel. You can check it out with all the measurements and the directions and the supplies that I've used. But if you would like to join in, just choose your products that you want to use or the how you want to go. Yeah, I'm back. Thank you, Rachel. And all you need to do is take a photo of your project or card and then hop over to my Facebook page in that post, which I think's pinned to the very top. Pop your photo in and let us know a little bit about it. Or you can just pop your photo in. We love to see what everyone creates. And even if you're not creating something, come over and have a look and see what everyone else is creating, because you know you can get a lot of inspiration that way just by seeing what everyone else has done. Okay, everyone's back. Thank you. I have no idea what that was all about. Okay, so Sale A Bration is now on, and it's been on all month, except our products weren't available, so we only had a few products available. All the products are now available through the mini catalogue and Sale A Bration. So if you've been holding out to be able to get some of the stamp sets or DSP, hi Ingrid, how are you? These are all now available. So highly recommend ordering throughout January and February to get your free product. This DSP, oh my goodness, This is the nicest DSP, bright, happy, fun colors. I love it. And I've got a few projects coming up with that. I did get my hands on it the other day, so I'm so excited for crafting more with that. And this stamp set here, it's $180 spend, but there are so many great sentiments on this one, so I do recommend this one as well. Okay, now, like I said, mini catalogue, everything is now available for that one as well. If you don't have these catalogues and you live in Australia and you would like to get a catalogue, please let me know. I'll happily send you one out. All my regular customers receive these as soon as they come out anyway, but I'm happy to send some out if you're not ordering through someone else. Alright, the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial is still available. We have another week or so left with this bundle. It's using the Party Pattern DSP. It's the host DSP in the annual catalogue. Beautiful pattern. It's a huge pattern, huge pack as well. And there's 12 really great projects in here. I'll flip through really quickly. You can purchase this in my online store. No, sorry, you can purchase this on my blog, and it's an instant download. And this is the card that I've created using that DSP. So super bright and fun, and I really like a few more birthday cards available. So that's over there on my blog if you're interested. Now, anyone who orders through the month of January, please use the hostess code. Not only will you receive a handmade card, and this month's handmade card is this one here. It's the one we make at the beginning of the month. So every first Thursday of the month is our customer appreciation card. This is using 2 of the Sale A Bration items. We have the Awesome Otters and the Simply Marvelous paper DSP. So I've incorporated those ones and actually created them because that is all I had out of the Sale A Bration items. So that is there. You also receive a bundle tutorial via email. This bundle tutorial has full color photos, all your supplies that you'll need, measurements, and the instructions, and these will come emailed to you. It changes every month. It's a new tutorial every single month, and anyone who's part of my team actually get this tutorial bundle free, so which is really, really nice. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Gorgeous, thank you. So that's available to my customers, and for this month, anyone who's ordering $100 or more, not only will you get to choose your Sale A Bration item, I will also be sending you out another gift as a freebie for purchasing with me through the month of January. All right, so there is a joining special on right now. Oh, hang on. We'll just quickly talk about Sale A Bration. So for every $90, you can choose a free product from the mini catalogue. Sorry, from the Sale A Bration catalogue. It's just mini. There are $90 items as well as $180. So there's 2 items that are $180, and then you get to get all this free stuff with your order. So now is the time to stock up on your adhesives and cardstock and your basics, because you're getting free stuff with your orders. So the joining special for this month and next month is amazing as usual. Anyone who signs up and purchases the starter kit, you'll get to purchase the starter kit for $169. You get to choose $235 worth of product. That's $66 in free product. You also receive your first order, your starter kit, free delivery, so you're not paying any postage at all. And you're choosing 2 free stamp sets. Now these 2 stamp sets you can get from either the mini catalogue or the annual catalogue. It's your choice as long as they are current, which is an amazing offer. And then any orders after that is 20% off each order. So if you love Stampin' Up and want to save yourself a little bit of money, this, it is a great time to join. And if you're joining my team, I have, a really great team. Some are here watching tonight. So we get together every single month and have a team meeting, which is so much fun. And I've actually just sent out last week a little packet for our next team meeting. So we have a lot of fun, we have a lot of laughs, and yeah, it's just great. So if you're interested in finding out more about joining, please get a message to me and I'll happily have a chat to you about all the offering that's available. So I'm almost ready to do my catalogue launch. Now this is Saturday the 5th of February. The make and takes and the sign-ups has closed, but I am going to be opening up the sign-ups for virtual only. So you won't get any make and takes, but you can come to the party. So if you're not already on my mailing list, please head over to my blog and sign up for my emails, and that way you'll be told when you can join as a virtual member. Beverly says it's definitely a good time to order the reinkers and cardstock for the retiring colours. Absolutely, Beverly, because as soon as they retire, and we know that they're retiring, they sell out super fast. So that is a really good tip for everyone. If you like the ink colours that will be retiring, which are, what ones are they? Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight, I think. The 5, they're retiring, coming up in the next couple of months. So if you like those colours, you have the stamp pad. Highly recommend getting the reinkers and getting some cardstock if you like those colours. Alrighty, and also as a demonstrator, you can now order the All Together bundle. Now this is a pre-release from the annual catalogue coming out. This is a really great set. So there are new flesh-toned stamping blends, which is so cool. There's also a bundle with stamp set and dies and some DSP. And what's really great about this DSP, it is black and white, and we've got some parts of the DSP that you can colour. So I'm super excited for this. I've got it. I've yet to play with it because I've just gotten a whole heap of new things, but you'll see a little bit more about this soon. So if you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order it. It's also another great reason to purchasing the starter kit early, because you do get to order new things a lot earlier than customers. So if that's an added bonus for you, maybe purchasing the starter kit today is a really good thing for you. All right, I think that's everything that I had to let you know about. Let me show you the projects that we're going to be creating tonight. So we have a card and a little treat box. And I'll show you the treat box first. This is using the Sweet Talk Suite, which I have done quite a few projects already using this suite. I've also done a collaboration with Wendy Cranford, and you can see that here on my YouTube channel. I'm just going to scoot this forward and open it up. And we have love hearts inside. So these are, I believe UK treats, but I was able to find them here. So hopefully you can find something, either these or something very similar. We do have them here in Australia, so that's amazing. But they fit these love hearts in here perfectly. So that is our treat box, which who wouldn't love to receive something like this? And it's super easy as well. Move that round. So that's our first project. And then let me show you the second one. Hi Glenda, you're a little bit late. No, that's all right. I hope you're feeling okay. So this is our card that we're going to create as well. Also using the suite. How nice is it? I absolutely love this card. There's lots of texture with it. So cool. So we're going to start off, we're going to do our treat box first. And I've got all the measurements in the description already here for you. So you can have a look at that. Everything is also linked to my online store if you need to purchase any of these supplies. So we have two pieces. I've got real red and I've got that beautiful DSP. These both measure 7 by 3 inches. I'm going to bring my paper trimmer in and we're going to do a little bit of scoring around for this box. Oh, thank you, Cindy. You like the card and the treat box. All right, so 7 by 3 inches. We're going to score at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Really quickly. And this is such a simple box. And you could pair, you don't have to use the real red cardstock. You could use Blushing Bride, Petal Pink. What other colours in here? Pool Party, Granny Apple Green. There's a few different colours you could choose from. It is beautiful DSP, Ingrid, absolutely. It is from the Sweet Talk DSP from the Sweet Talk Suite. So I think that's in page 8 and 9. Let me have a quick look just to let you all know. Yeah, so pages 8 and 9 of the mini catalogue. Okay, so I've done all 4 sides there. Let's bring in the real red, and we're going to do the same for this one as well. So 1 inch on all 4 sides. So let me know, does anyone create Valentine's Day cards or little treats? I will say when I was showing my husband today the card that I created, he said, make sure you tell your ladies in the 25 years that we've been together that I've never given him a Valentine's card. And you know what, I probably haven't because we don't celebrate Valentine's. So, you know, like I said to him, well, I haven't received one either. So I think I'm out of the doghouse. Hi Lisa, how are you? Glenda says no. Okay. Yeah, I think it's pretty common here in Australia that we don't really celebrate it. But yeah, I suppose some people probably do. I think it's more of a overseas thing. All right. So we're going to come in and we're going to cut up onto each of our score lines here. Glenda says Valentine's should be all year round. I agree. Yeah, you shouldn't just get flowers when they're saying sorry. You should just get flowers all the time. And I've just notched in a little bit on the side there as well. So we're going to do the same on the other side. Actually. And also on the real red. Marion says she usually gets a rose from her garden, but this year it will be a 𝐼𝐰𝐰. Beautiful. So Marion bought over 2 white 𝐼𝐰𝐰s yesterday for me, and they went in the vase that I got the other 𝐼𝐰𝐰s and roses from a customer. I did put that on my Facebook page the other day. Absolutely beautiful colorings, but the white ones that Marion brought over were just beautiful. It all looks like it was put in all together. Okay, so on our DSP piece, one of these is actually going to be inside our box. So I'm going to take off these 2 tabs on the side here, and I'm also going to just slightly cut in on an angle, so miter cut. And this is how we're going to attach our lid to our box. Okay, so I'm going to bring some tear and tape in and add those to the tabs. So we're just popping our box together. It's a really simple design of a box. I have actually been using I found an old fast fuse. Oh my goodness, I wish they'd bring that back. So I have a lot of trouble with the snail, but the fast fuse is just so much easier. I suppose it's just what you get used to, and I just have to use the snail a little bit more, but on my lives and my videos I'm too scared to, so we'll just use the tear and tape. So we have those 4. We're going to add to these 2 as well for our lid. And this is really pretty paper, this DSP. Not all of it are love hearts, so there's a pretty pink one, which is really nice. But yeah, it's probably more geared for Valentine's and love, but you could make some really pretty wedding favors because it's so nice and bright and funky. Anniversary cards, lots and lots of Valentine's products. So I'm just taking the backings off, and I'm just going to line up those edges. And the same for our base. Okay, I have lots and lots of comments that I've missed. Beverly says for her grandson's school class parties. Oh, nice. So you create a whole heap for your grandson's class. That is so fun. Kids would love it. Any excuse for a bit of chocolate or treats. Lisa says her best friend's birthday is Valentine's Day, so we celebrate that. You might be able to make something like this then, Lisa. Maybe in a birthday theme, DSP or something like that. It's a cute box. Sorry guys, I'm really struggling to get this tape off the back. Deborah says she's given her husband a Valentine's card. She's only missed one in 44 years. Does he give you one too, Deborah? I hope so. Cindy says her parents are celebrating their 66th anniversary this weekend. Oh wow, that's amazing. I wish them happy anniversary from us as well. Alrighty, so we've got our base done. I'm going to add some tear and tape to that little flap, and then we can pop that inside our box. So because of the length of this box, I had to make it in two parts. Obviously, our paper's not quite long enough to be able to do one whole piece for the top and the bottom. But I really like how you can do the top as a DSP piece and the bottom as a main colour. You could also do both in cardstock. Do you know what I mean? Like you can have a different colour on the bottom and then a different colour on the top. So I'm just going to line that up as best as I can and pop it down. And then this just goes straight over the top. And it does flare out a little bit because it's DSP, but it won't matter because we're actually going to bring in and run a little bit of ribbon around. So this is the Real Red linen or faux linen ribbon, also in that suite. And just going to tie this pretty quick, but we have to come back and do our tag. So I'm going to move that to the side. So for our tag here, actually, let's open it up and put the love hearts inside. There we go. I like to double up with everything, don't I? All right, so for our little tag here, I have scrap piece of real red. I've actually just cut out 2 little love hearts from that DSP. We're going to cut those out. Got a scrap piece of basic white as well. And we're using the stamp set, the bundle, in this suite. Okay, so we have, I'm going to need that one there. And also these stripes. So you've actually got a few, lots and lots of different hearts. You've got like the conversation hearts that you can stamp over the top, which is really great. And we have a little envelope die, and that's what we're going to cut out with the real red. I'm going to add these to my blocks, and for this we're going to use Highland Heather. Bringing the Highland Heather out of that DSP. So I'm going to stamp the little heart, but I'm actually going to stamp off. So do a quick off. No. I think I tried both. That's all right. So it's full strength, and then I'm going to come in with those stripes just on the side. So it gives it that little bit of extra texture. And there's a little die that will cut that out. So I'm just going to go over to my cut and emboss machine and die cut those 2 really quickly. Out of interest, how many of you guys actually have this stamp set bundle? And I would say it's probably not as popular here in Australia because we don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. And I will admit I don't get a lot of Valentine's Day products each year. But for some reason, this suite really did stand out to me. And I think it has so much potential. So we have our little die cuts ready to go. And I can run these ones through as well, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly fussy cut them because I'm being a little lazy today. And it's just as easy to quickly fussy cut round. There we go, so one. And there's lots of different ones on this pack of DSP. I love the colours. I love that they're almost like a watercolour. I think that's really pretty. But the colour combos in here are really nice. Okay. Beverly says she only has the paper. She has older Valentine's bundles. Well, that's okay. I think you could get away with just using that DSP. So one is actually a little bit smaller than the others, and this is going to be the lid of, or the top of the envelope. So I'm just going to press down on all the others, and I'm going to use a glue dot just to hold that little envelope piece together. These are amazing glue dots. If you don't have them in your stash, I highly recommend them. So pop him down, and then, okay, just making sure because I wasn't sure whether I popped them up or not. So I'm going to use my liquid glue to pop the 𝐼𝐼𝐽 inside the envelope. And then we're going to use some dimensionals to pop up the other ones. So this one's a little bit different. Instead of the Hug Me, I just cut from the sides. I've got Love You, which is nice as well. Ingrid says the more she sees me use it, the more she likes it. That's usually the way, Ingrid. Sorry. Okay. And I do just have to go and grab my hole punch. I don't have that on my desk. So doing the little envelope as a tag, which is a great idea. So let's pop a hole in. There we go. All right. So I'm going to use some baker's twine, just some Whisper White baker's twine. Geez, that's old, isn't it? It's not Whisper White baker's twine, it's just baker's twine. And we're just going to thread that through. And this is what we're going to attach the, attach it to the faux linen ribbon. All right. So let's set this back up again. The humidity here is awful. That's affecting my glue. All right. You ladies up in Queensland and New South Wales will know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're going to do a little bit of a bow. And get rid of that. Just going to stick that underneath. There we go. Sometimes these sorts of things I struggle with because I do things different every time. So I might do a knot. There we go. So you definitely don't need too much of that baker's twine. And a nice big bow. This ribbon ties really nice bows as well. Okay. How cute is that? So that's our first project. Let's bring the card in. Just quickly clean up a little bit of my mess. So the card's very distressed. It's a distressed look. There we go. Oh, thank you, Cindy. So the products that we're using are Blushing Bride cardstock, and it's just half a piece of A4. I've already scored it in half. Then we have a piece of this beautiful DSP, and I do have the measurements already in the description so you can see that. I have some scrap real red. I've already pre-die cut. Now let me have a look. It's the 4th smallest circle in the layering circles, so I've quickly done that. I've also got 2 layering pieces, Blushing Bride and Basic White, and I've got just scrap Blushing Bride as well for our sentiment. So what we're going to do to start off with is we might do our stamping, I think. Why not? So on our circle, I'm going to bring in that bigger heart, and we're going to use the Real Red ink. So for this card, it's Real Red and Blushing Bride that we're using. So I'm going to stamp that down. And this stamp, that's not anything wrong with that. That's actually how it's designed. It has that little side bit. I really like how that looks. So I know some people probably don't like the look of that. They'd rather a more solid heart. I think it's just fine. Okay, so we're going to bring in that piece of Basic White, and we're going to use the smaller of, so there's actually 3 hearts in this set. We've used this one on the one that we've just stamped here. This one we did in the Highland Heather tonight, and we're using that smaller, fatter heart here, and we're going to stamp that with the Blushing Bride. So I'm just going to stamp all the way around, just do random stamping. I did try stamping off and doing second generation on my card to start with. I didn't like the way it looked, so I like the full strength. Okay, I'm also going to bring in that Blushing Bride piece and do exactly the same, but I'm just going to focus on the ends. Obviously, I think there's a 1/8 matting all the way around, so that's all we're going to be seeing. And you don't really see too much of it anyway, but I done it on my first card, so I'm going to do it again on this one. And I'm also going to bring in that real red again and just stamp our sentiment on the Blushing Bride. So we're going to do real red, Happy Valentine's Day. And this is a really tiny little strip that we're using. And we'll cut that down in just a second. Alright, so we've got all our stamping done. Now it's time to distress, and then we can do a little bit of die cutting. So we have everything that we're going to distress. And I have a distressing tool which a lovely viewer or friend sent me a little while ago. I have no idea who it was, so thank you. We're going to use that today. But if you don't have one of these tools, you can just use a pair of scissors, and I highly recommend using an old pair of scissors. And I'll show you that technique on my circle because I had a little bit of trouble getting this distressing tool around the circle. But all we're going to do is, it's got a little blade inside there, and I'm just going to run it down the DSP, and it goes all feathery and just distresses it. It's a really great technique. I'm going to go around on all 4 sides. And I think this card would look so different if you didn't do the distressing. So let me know, do you like the distressed look, or do you think that creating the card without any distressing would look better? Oh, Glenda, you have the suite, but have you only used the DSP so far? Well, hopefully that you've seen today's projects that you'll get it out and use it. Okay, so beautiful and distressed. We're going to also come in with the basic white piece and do the same. Going to do something a little bit different with the Blushing Bride piece. And these are old techniques that were very common a few years back, probably when I first really started stamping. So I think all techniques come around and become popular again. So maybe we'll get this one coming back and being popular. Beverly says she loves the distressing for the vintage look. Yeah, Marion says antique look, yes. Okay, so we have that nice and distressed, and it makes a mess, but it's okay, we can clean it up. Okay, so for our Blushing Bride piece, I'm just going to move these out of the road for just a second. We are going to go around the edges really quickly, but then we're going to do something a little exciting. Rachel says she likes distressing mail cards. Yes. Yeah, they look really good on mail cards. Okay, so we've gone around the sides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my spritzer. I'm just going to wet it just a little. So 3. Then I'm going to scrunch it. Now I'm sure everyone's done this before. So much texture when you scrunch. Doesn't that look good? Now there's not a lot of water on there, so you know it's not going to take ages to dry. It's only been fine misted and gives it a really great extra texture. All right, so we have the last piece that we're going to distress is that circle, and I'm going to use my scissors because, like I said, it's a little bit hard with using that distressing tool. I've just found it a little bit easier with these scissors. Always use an old pair, don't use your Stampin' Snips, because it does, I think it does blunt your scissors a little bit. I think that looks good. And I don't think the video shows you quite how as distressed as it is, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to bring our pieces in. We're going to do a little bit of die cutting, and for that, in the die set, there is this string of hearts. I'm just going to run that through that cut and emboss machine really quickly. And I love this because you're getting the negative and the positive. And I'm not using the little hearts that it cuts out on this card, but you can pop them aside and use them on another card. So let me show you. So that's what it cuts out as. This is the piece that we're going to use, but look at all these hearts. Cute little hearts, so I'll have to do something with those. Last thing is I just need to cut down my sentiment, and I want to get it nice and small because I want to be able to pop it through those that die cut. Can you see that? It's popped through. So I want to make sure that it's really nice and close. And that's going to pop through perfectly. All right. So now it's just a matter of popping everything together. So I'm going to use my liquid adhesive. I did use my fast fuse on the card earlier. Gonna have to give that snail, not the snail, sorry, the stamping seal another try. Going to layer these two pieces together. I want to pop up my little hearts. I'm going to bring some dimensionals in. Here's some more. So I've got a video coming out. I think it drops next week. It's a collab with Wendy Cranford again. So if you might have seen the one using this suite this month, it's available here on YouTube. Got a new one coming out next week with a different suite from the mini catalogue, which is another one of my favorites. So it's going to be exciting to share that. I'm just going to work it out that I can see it, which is great. Pop it over the side, and I'm going to pop some tear and tape down because it's a fairly small strip that will keep it in place and adhere it down to the card as well. So I'll be giving away this card next week on my live. All you need to do is like and leave a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do that as well. We love that. I'm going to pop some dimensionals on this one. The texture of scrunching the paper really is great. Okay, the last one. So make sure you go in the drawer. No point watching it and not leaving a comment. Okay, and then we're just going to do a really quick little bow with that baker's twine. Sometimes baker's twine makes a nice bow, sometimes it twists really bad, but let's see if I can work it out today. That worked quite well. And we're just going to add that down with a glue dot. Fold that glue dot in half, and we can pop him down. So cute. Even if you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, I think anyone who received this card would absolutely love it. So really cute. Oh, thank you everyone. Yeah, great little projects. So that's the projects that we've done today. All right, so let me grab my drawer from last week. So anyone who watched the video, left a comment, I have everyone's name in the drawer, and I also have last week's card. Let me grab it. So this is the one that we created, and oh, again using that same suite, but it's a fun different fold there. So that's what someone will be winning tonight. I have the names in there, so good luck everyone. Oh, thank you Beverly, thank you Marion, thank you Ingrid, thank you Cindy, thank you Glenda. So appreciate it. All right, so let's grab a name. Who have we got? Deborah, well done. All right, Deborah, all you need to do is just message me. You can either send an email to tracy.bish@bigpond.com, or you can head over to Facebook and message me that way and give me your address so I can send that out to you. Fantastic. Well done. No problem. All right, so let me bring the camera up really quickly. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining. I've had a few on tonight. It's really nice to see everyone pop on and enjoy the projects. I'll be here next Sunday with a Tracy's Sunday Challenge, so if you want to join me at 8:30 on Sunday, that's Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. I know it's a little early for some people, but you can catch the replay, and I would love if you joined in the challenge. It's always more fun when we have a lot more people join in. What else? So I don't think I have really anything else to say. Just check the comments and make sure I haven't missed anything, because I've had a few comments tonight, which is so nice. Deborah says it's been very muggy here also. She lives near Albury, Wodonga. You're not too far from us, actually. I don't think I've missed anything. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you need any supplies, you can purchase it in my online store. I have a link to my online store in the description. And make sure you check out all the directions for today's projects if you would like to create it. Now, if you create any of the cards or the projects that I do, send me a photo. I love to see what everyone creates using my ideas. All right, I'll be back on Sunday, so come and join me for that, and I'll see you all really soon. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe. All right, bye-bye.